Hola a todos, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis? Como veis, he sobrevivido el fin de semana y el catarrito que me traje de Silverstone. Y nada, aquí afortunadamente ya veis, hace un día los pajaritos cantan, todo el mundo está feliz. Y yo también. ¿Por qué? Porque he estado editando la entrevista que hice con Johann con Johann Zarco. Y os digo una cosa, cuando salí de allí dije, joder, no me ha salido muy bien, tal, pero después, ahora cuando la he editado, me ha gustado lo que he visto. Veréis que al principio Johann empieza en modo entrevista con periodista. Es decir, le vais a ver que está más cerca, pero llega un momento que consigo que se relaje. Y entonces ya veréis que se echa para atrás y tal, y entonces ya pasa a ser una conversación. Y me encanta Zarco, porque como dice Darryl, es un piloto de los 80 en el siglo XXI. Después hay una parte, veréis lo que dice cuando comenta que se ha ido a vivir a Andorra, que os hará gracia. Y después hay una parte donde él alaba mucho a Pedro Acosta, dice que ha venido para cambiar el pilotaje, pero también menciona a Aldeguer y a Ogura. Está muy bien, después habla de la música, que canta muy mal, pero que no le da vergüenza, en fin, es un tipo diferente. Es que con él es como hablar con alguien de motos que le gustan las motos, ya lo veréis que mola muchísimo, me encanta. En fin, y que va a bajar, también lo dice, va a bajar a Alcañiz el fin de semana subido en un scooter de Honda. Grande Johann Zarco. Bueno, chicos, gracias por estar ahí. La entrevista vale mucho la pena. Besitos, he sobrevivido. We do it in English, okay?
Okay.
Or you prefer Italian?
I can do English because normally it will be Spanish, no?
Sí, pero Spanish is...
No, I will not have enough of vocabulary.
So, which one of those two? You decide.
English.
English, okay. Which victory has been more touchy, the first one in Phillip Island 2023 or the other day in Le Mans?
I prefer the one in Le Mans because write this history for France and also make this number for Honda, for me it's has more value than in the time when I got the victory, one more for Ducati.
You know Daryl Ramadier, the French journalist, the young one?
Yeah, I think he's Belgium, huh? No, he's French.
No, he's French,
Belgium?
but he speaks for Belgian TV.
Okay.
The other day talking about you, he said something I laughed a lot. He said, Johann is a rider of the 80s who lives in the 21st century.
That's a nice one.
It's a very nice way to describe this. Do you feel yourself different from the other riders in terms of how your character or how you are, you know?
No, not. We are. I am different from certain riders, but not from all. And I dedicate my life to perform in MotoGP, and most of the riders are doing these things. The biggest difference is that I don't have the same hobby, and I think this is maybe one of the biggest difference.
Yes, because when we talk about you in the press room, we think that you are basically a motar.
True.
A motar who races, you know,
Uh-huh.
because there are racers who don't even ride bikes on the street. So that makes you a little bit different, no?
Before to perform a lot in motorbike, I was really with my scooter, with my friends, staying on the parking and making some stunt with the scooter. So yeah, the high competition, I use the two wheels from children. I did some races, but yeah, I wanted the scooter when I was 15 to move with my scooter and stay with my friends. So I think I discovered this connection of freedom and also with that moment. And still now, when I I need to use a bike to go somewhere because I hate the traffic jam.
Can you say which bike you have in the garage now?
Honda XADV. It's the kind of big scooter, Honda scooter motorbike, but automatic
I know it.
750.
It has, the front is very strong, eh? The two big discs, and
Yes,
I like
yeah,
that bike.
and I like it overall because it's convenient with some space under the seat to put helmet and stuff.
And I heard that you came to some test riding from southern France to Aragon or something like this?
2021, I think, with the very old bike, the Ducati Dharma
Wow.
from 1980.
Yes.
And then Aragon was my worst result with Ducati. So, I will not come with. I can come with motorbike. I plan to go with Aragon with my XADV for next race.
Uh-huh.
But now living in Andorra, it's easy to come.
Yes.
It's not a road trip. It's just going with the bike.
So you moved, or you have been living in Andorra for a long time?
1 year now,
1 year.
1 year and a half. Yes. So it's all new, the Andorra life.
And why did you move to training or?
No, mostly for the tax. And but most of that, there is a very good life. So happy with the way I can do the training, and I had the second breath with the changing life and living in Andorra, which pushed me to perform for more years now. So
Wow.
I'm happy. The red globules was not the main reason of moving in Andorra, but there is a second. This is another reason. It's the second effect reason, but the main one was.
So
not,
you are looking for a
was not the
second
red
youth,
globule.
for a second youth.
Yes, and I have it.
And why do you believe, or what do you think you are considered the rider of all fans? I mean, in Spanish we say eres el piloto de todos. Why?
We get fans when we can win or we can be fast, and I think I am fast. And also maybe because I try to enjoy easy things, and or many people can meet me on the racetrack with a CBR bike, and this gives a proximity to the people who are doing some training with the motorbike, and they see that I'm training with them, and I think they like this.
And also, you know, I have a YouTube channel and we do a show every night. And one of them, I think when you won in Le Mans, I had a video, you playing music on a festival. Remember that? Playing guitar.
Yeah.
And people are so surprised with the things you do, you know.
Yeah, it's I play for this is my hobby, and I enjoy a lot. But yeah, and I don't have any shame to do it in front of people, because I'm not singing very well, and for a real singer, if I sing, it's kind of, please do not sing. Because
you better
sing
do
back.
your living riding.
Yes, but I don't care. I enjoy, and I think people can like it.
Qué bueno. You arrived in MotoGP 2017.
17, yes.
Yeah. From then to now, the evolution of the bike have been immense. I imagine your riding has also evolved. And
Yes.
and how do you evolve? Watching other riders, observing, or how does it work? Change your riding style.
You try to change your riding style when you miss performance, or you repeat the same mistake, or you meet the same wall, and then you try to change the things to find different limits. Yes, the changing of the bikes push you to understand what is happening, what you need to change to understand how to ride a bike. And but yeah, for me it's looking at the best riders, looking at the newcomers. For me, Pedro Acosta is a big example. because you see that he adapts so quick, but with a natural talent. So why he has this natural new style? From where did he learn it? And I try to analyze these things, because I've seen him from a child, and I know all the category he did. So I try to understand how he got this natural feeling that I didn't get because I'm coming from another school.
Yes, my following question was, if you observe the young riders, you just answer, no? And is now, for example, from outside, we think that Pedro Acosta is coming with something new. Do you think the same? I mean, riding something new, different?
I think yes. I think he's doing some things better. He's using better the new bikes. The bikes that they have more grips, they have more confidence with the front. They have electronic for acceleration, that if you are strong in acceleration, it's hard to do a big difference because the electronic can compensate the riders that they are less strong. So he has this philosophy to be good on brake, in entry, and to take some risk. But I say risk, but for him maybe it's natural, it's not risk, it's normal. And try to change this in the mind, that risk become normal or become a feeling and not a risk. And that's I think the way I try to study, and he has it natural. Maybe a bit Aldeguer also is a good example, because he's coming from more or less the same school, with a little bit maybe less talent or natural feeling, but he's there. But also Ogura is very interesting, because Ogura, it's in a different style, but it works also in MotoGP with an Aprilia that is not an easy bike. So for sure I like to make a step back, to say, okay, you are a good rider, you have experience, but if some riders are doing better, maybe
and how do you
try to understand it.
You watch videos, back and forward, or how do you do this?
No, I do not watch a lot, but yeah, as soon you put the information in your head, when you see an action, you analyze what you need to analyze. It depends what information you put in your head.
You see it on the track then.
Mm-hmm.
Interessante. Do you think that all this aero up and down has diminished the importance of the rider in the package of MotoGP? So the rider is less. In the past, they were saying rider is 70 and the bike is 30. Has this relationship changed with all the technology?
It's hard to say. No, I think no, because when you can understand what is the good things to do, you can still make a big difference, and you see the big difference on a race distance. For a qualifying lap, maybe all the technology, every rider is able to use it, and the gap is very small. So, but then on the race distance, then you see which one can understand it better or not.
You are in love with 8 hours, like me. Would you, for example, like to race the TT? Because you are a motards, TT, Daytona 200, these kind of mythic races.
I have admiration for the TT, but it's too extreme for what I know, for my capacity, for my career. Yeah, I prefer keep the admiration that try it, not be able to be super fast because I don't know the place well. I stress myself, I want more, and then I risk my life. So I don't want all of this. So the TT, I cannot because it is not a racetrack. It's a track that is hard to learn.
It's a mix of feeling with the TT. For me, one side you admire, for other side you say they are like a Roman circus, no? Very strange.
No, yeah. No, I have this admiration because I can see that the skill of the riding, it's very special, and we develop more skill on the track to repeat something, to push a tire and things like that. For me, it's in the TT you must know very well the lap, the island, and know perfectly the conditions. Also, in some place can be more slippery, some other not, and there are places where I think you can take an extra risk, and another place where you must keep a little bit of march. And the fastest rider here, I think they are the best because they know where to risk, where to not risk, and this, when to know that, you need experience. And if I want to do the TT, I will never have enough of experience on the island to do it. So.
And Daytona 200?
This maybe because it's a track, and this could be. But first, before all of this, the endurance race, the 24 hours, for me it's more an adventure than the Daytona 200.
A couple more of questions. One, do you have a favorite track apart from Le Mans?
No, favorite place to race, Australia. Phillip Island. This island is magic. The circuit is very nice, fast. In good condition is the place where, wow, you have a very good emotion on the track.
And the other side of the scale, here is Phillip Island, and here?
For the place, again, not about the track. Every track is very interesting, but it was India. India was not a good place to race.
What will Johann Zarco do when he quit racing? I have written here, maybe you will join music. You could perfectly be the president of the French Federation because you are a super motard and a lot of experience. Do you have thought about this, or it's no time?
No time. I want to learn more the music, but that will be free time. Canal Plus, one that I work for them to be commentator or to come on the races. I think I will do a bit of this because it will be a pleasure to still live the experience. Do a bit of endurance race to make a sport adventure with a team and try to win. So,
Johann, with the compromise you have with motorcycle, I think you could be a good president of the French Federation, sincerely, because you like this more than, in Spain we said, I like this more than eating with the hands, you know?
Oh, sure. Maybe, but there's a very political side of this work, and I know it's tough. And what is the most difficult? It's to play with the French rules. That's what kills motorsport in France, is the French regulation, and that's, even if you are president of French Federation, you will have to fight against the French state, and that's the most difficult.
Claro. Two more questions. One, you have raced for so many different brands. What makes Honda different?
What makes Honda special is the Japanese side of methodic work, and they have, I think, big targets. Even if sometimes the results look bad, they have always a big target, and you feel there is very strong power to do the things, but they always try to control the things to don't make stupid things. So you see that they know they have a big power, and they try to use the method to work on it. I think it's more about the Japanese than properly Honda. But because it's the biggest brand, they want they want to stay the biggest brand. So even if it's not the best brand in MotoGP yet, Honda remain the biggest brand in motorbike about selling bike and these things. And what is the business of Honda is selling bike. So you can, even in the HRC department, you can feel that the main thing is the final, the numbers at the final of the year when they do the counts at the end of the year. Okay, there's the performance in MotoGP, in all the sports, even in car, and but then it's selling bikes. So you can feel that, and here I can feel that I am in this brand that is
they
very
give value,
strong.
no? They give
Yes,
value to, especially if you win the 8 hours.
And that's why I'm happy about the victory of Le Mans, because in that hard time in competition for Honda was cool to at least do it one time.
Which instruments do you play? Music-wise?
Piano and guitar.
Piano and
Yeah,
guitar.
that's the
And the
tools.
very last, look, your famous backflip. I imagine that you have to train this because they have been a long time since. And do you train it?
No, I
Because
do not
it's
train
after so many years, you know.
And that's why I'm always a bit scared to do it, but I do not train it. It's just when you know how to do it, you do it. And in Le Mans was good because I did a nice one.
Oh, yeah, Johann, thanks a lot and congratulations.
Merci.